Wait, why is my...
Oh, there you are.
Here. All right.
Oh, I just dropped it. Hold on.
Oh, boy.
I'm behind the desk.
Randy. I mean...
Hold on.
Wow. All right. Are we going to watch these last 4 seconds? Is that what's happening? 2 minutes.
No, we got like 2 minutes that we have to.
Okay. I'm just
Okay. Everyone back. Yes, we got mainly everyone back. We're at about the same number. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Change hat. That's where I was at.
I do like that he asked for permission to touch your hair. I feel like we could both appreciate that as people that are into their hair.
Oh man, when people touch my hair, I get tense getting a haircut. I'm like I hate people touching my hair.
Yeah, I don't mind. But...
Still, to this day, I got a thing.
I will say.
Jason's bangs. Someone says, Jason, do you remember how they used to do? So I had my own mirror and I had to do my own hair and I was a freak about it. And remember what, I think it was Carol. I just remember what she used to do with Jason's bangs? You know how they got those bangs right there?
This, right?
No. It was this into the hair, and then that created the space, and then it was...
And then...
Totally. And then twist each... Totally.
Oh, wow, sorry. This is their first... I think this is their first kiss. Sorry, we're just so disrespectful.
Yeah, let's take a moment for their first kiss. Look, he's pulled up her shirt up. That's dicey.
I'm telling you. Risque. Some risque.
That is the end of the episode.
We did it, guys.
Loved it. All right.
At one point, I just heard... What? Sorry. I was just going to say I heard my husband upstairs go...
That's a heavy sigh.
It was so heavy, I heard it from downstairs. Gotta love that. Such support.
He's like got his ear to the vent.
No, it's amazing. I was like, put on a filter, like, I'm gonna have to speak, and
exactly.
I could hear it fine.
That's hilarious.
I know. So do you want to go into? Wait, someone just asked me if I've been holding I have been holding my phone this whole time. That is how athletic I am.
That's crazy.
Tomorrow I can't lift my children.
Their arms just
No, it's like leaning. Look, it's like down. See what I mean? Anyway.
Robe on?
Oh yeah, always. Always with the perfect robe.
You didn't even tell me about this perfect robe, by the way.
I mean, I wasn't really allowed to say anything because I've been wearing it for a year. And yeah.
Unbelievable.
I'm not allowed to speak on it because I think I'm too big of a fan, too close to the product. I'm always in the damn robe. But I will say, now I feel like it's okay to be. I finally feel seen. All right, should we do some questions, Fehr?
Yeah. So you read the next one off there, and then I'll take some off the screen while you read the next, like a good one off the page that we got sent.
A good one off of this?
Yeah.
I mean, all wonderful. All the questions are fantastic.
Well,
I'm just going to go in order. I mean, well,
sure.
The second one was about your accent, which we already addressed.
We've already addressed the accent.
We've already addressed that. I would say this is a great question. Any particularly funny behind the scenes stories for this episode or just in season 1 in general? And I kind of off screen
drama.
Yeah. And just
yeah,
funny.
I mean, you know, with teenagers and you know, young 20s and all that stuff.
But I will also say, between me, you, Nick, Jason, and our friend Scott Brown, who is an AD on the show, we're all like a bunch of real like prankstery little shits. So it was a lot. Like there was a there was a lot of hijinks going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can't really say either, which is, you know, it. Yeah, there was some depraved behavior.
It was so much fun. Like going to work every day was so fun.
But yeah, I just remember enjoying it. I mean, I still have, cheers. I mean, I think it was all the moments that brought us together. I mean, we clearly have our individual relationships, and me and you are still close to Jason and Nick with our like weekly Zoom stuff that we're doing. Maybe we got to get, you know, one of them on here, you know, at some point. Yeah, it could be fun. But just all the stuff that brought us together. Like, remember when we bought all the bikes?
Yes, that was so cool. I was just thinking about my bike the other day with like regret that I got rid of it.
I still have mine.
I gave mine to Paul Sugarman.
Oh, Sugarman, yeah.
Which I felt like that's, you know, in the best hands. But he's like graduated onto like real bikes, like motorcycles, you know.
I'll take it for all of you. I'll post one of the bikes that we're talking about and tell a little story on Instagram later. But I still have my bike. But we worked on Paramount lot when we weren't in Covina, and so we had 3 different studios that we worked in on there, and they weren't all necessarily side by side, and so you would get driven in a golf cart to one or whatever, and so we ended up buying bikes. And there are these old school, like I got monkey handlebars on mine, and there was flames on it and all that stuff, and Majandra's was purple and smoke.
Mine was purple with like silver and white flames of smoke.
I think
and mine had gears, and I had the handlebars too. I love that I'm like feeling competitive.
We bought our DP, the Tiki bike. Jamie Barber was the director of photography, or he was the cameraman or whatever. We at the first, and we bought him his little Tiki bike. I did actually see myself on set. That's a story you can look up on YouTube.
Someone asked who else dated from the cast. That's such a good question. That's a great question.
Yeah. I'm not going to answer it. Covina was fun because all the people came out in Covina, and I remember that one store, those chocolate strawberries that I had to get all the time. They were delicious.
Yes. Yeah, Covina was amazing. Such good food. It was such a great location. I loved when we'd have to go out to Covina. I did not like driving out to Agua Dulce. That was a bit of a bummer. Like a 4 a.m. drive that far was crazy.
When filming those scenes, how did you make things more comfortable? You know, I mean, we were, you know, I mean, I did kiss Katie in the show as well.
Is this an admission? What's happening?
No, I'm just saying, like with me and you, it was, you know, we were.
Oh, if we were comfortable.
So that was just, you know, I mean, the hardest scenes to film were scenes where we had to like each other and we were fighting, because we would get to set and people knew big blowout, big fight. They don't like each other today, and then we have these scenes where we have to like each other, and they were hilarious.
There was also a lot of breaking up and getting back together. So it was a lot of like, they're broken up now, but like, you know, it was literally exactly like Michael and Maria.
Yeah, different scenarios and all the rest. But it was, what?
We were doing it for our art.
Yeah, all for the art. We're true method.
Yes, exactly.
Majandra really did sing. Majandra was a great singer.
I love was. I didn't Ariel, give up my voice, for
sing us a tune.
Can you imagine? And then I sing, and it's like really different.
Just like all of a sudden, it's like Johnny Cash, like unplugged. just like this thing comes out of your voice. We're all like,
I'm like, huh, like really nasal. Oh man. Yeah.
I disagreed with a lot of the storylines, and
I just love the idea if you just came out with that on your own.
No. I'm reading the stuff on the book, but totally.
I didn't agree with. Yeah.
But I think it was because the show changed hands. Like they didn't know what kind of show they wanted. They didn't know if they wanted a sci-fi show or a teen drama, and it's a super hard line, I think, it's a fine balance. You can do a couple episodes of that and be right on, and you can do a movie of that and have it hit all the right notes. But to do 22 episodes or 24 episodes a season, and then to do 72 episodes, or I think it was 66 is what we ended up doing. But to find out what direction works, and then different executives come in from behind the scenes and they're saying, no, we want more sci-fi, and then we're saying, no, we want more romance than this. And so the show was always kind of like finding its way, right? So that was I think the frustrating part, probably for us, but it was probably even more frustrating for Jason and Kadams at the time, which I didn't put two and two together, is just all these different notes going on.
Yeah, I think what's interesting is that you and I cared, a lot of us, most of us cared so much about the show and cared and loved it so much, season 1 and season 2, and any kind of like bastardization of what was created felt like deeply personal, because we felt such a fondness and like a protectiveness about it. And I feel like that's literally why we're doing B&T, is like to honor that thing that was there. But yeah, like it started to get the notes coming down to us, not to us, but to the creator and to the writers of what they wanted to change was a bummer. That was a bummer. Remember when suddenly we were all like wearing leather and fighting crime? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like suddenly, it was like season 3. We were suddenly there was just a lot of leather suddenly. And
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know.
You blocked it out.
I don't know.
Blocked it out. Yeah, it was a lot of leather, and it was a lot of like, it was almost like a light Buffy type of thing.
Well, I think Ron Moore, who's awesome.
Yeah, love Ron.
Battlestar Galactica now. Is it Last Man or the show he's got? I think it's for Apple or whatever else, about space astronauts, and it's super dope. He came on board, and I just think, he had he had one vision, and if he's allowed to play it out, it's great. And I think and then we obviously, Kadams is the creator and he's the guy, and I don't know if their visions meshed. I think they got along.